Hello, VTubers, Faded here, and welcome to the 20th stage of the MLC Tour de France. We're at the time trial, guys. Today is where everything gets decided. I think after today's stage, there's nothing to get decided, except for the stage winner of the 21st stage, or maybe some weird stuff can happen. So far in this MLC, so many weird things have happened that you can't ever rule anything out. I mean, who really expected Alberta to abandon that stage? Really crazy. Tom Vilas, the La Turn Rouge. This is going to be the first guy to go into today's stage. He's probably not going to do anything, but it's 3 points for Toswell Flandren. But we're going to come back with the final 10 guys on the route. And here we are, we're at the first guy in the top 10, Pierre Rolland. So, status on the route is, at the finish line, Tony Martin is in the lead with 1 minute down to Tom Dumoulin and 2 minutes 38 down to Craig Kellersky, who's then being followed by Rohan Dennis, Luis Leon Sanchez, Lars Boom, Taylor Finney, Geraint Thomas, Louis Westra, and Jacob Forsang. But I've got news that Bradley Wiggins, Sir Bradley Wiggins, is being a minute faster than Tony Martin. I just can't believe my own eyes. How can you be a minute faster than Tony Martin on this route? It's not that hilly and you haven't done much, but Bradley Wiggins is in form, guys, and he wants to win this stage for a movie star. He's been working for 100 Alberta, and I believe this is all anger he's putting out. It's all the anger that the entire team has been putting out. They've been pacing day after day after day after day for 100 Alberta's dreams, and now they're all shattered. So Wiggins is pulling out one last great time trial, and he wants to win this one. Can he do it? It's going to be only a matter of time before we see his the third time check, which we'll just pull up here, where Tom Dumoulin was 1 minute behind Tony Martin, and Tom Dumoulin was expected to be one of the biggest competitors for Tony Martin, but he's just got completely shattered. But Bradley Wiggins seems like he's in form. Another guy that could beat Tony Martin and Bradley Wiggins in today's stage is TJ Van Garderen. He's got a lot to fight for, but he's been fighting in the mountains, and today is where he can really make his mark. He's currently 5th overall, and I think he can move up to 4th place. He can only really catch Romain Bardet, but if Richie Porte has a horrendous time trial, he could actually move up there. And yes, look at this. Bradley Wiggins shatters Tony Martin's time trial by 2 minutes. By 2 minutes, by 2 full minutes. That is crazy. Bradley Wiggins is in form, ladies and gentlemen. You're seeing it here first. Well, I'm very curious to see when the first GC guys cross the first intermediate check, because there we're going to get our first real feeling of where the different guys are, like, on performance level and stuff. Because sure, you can look at their stats and you can say Ron's got 71 time trial, Roland's got 70 time trial, they won't do much, but that doesn't really matter. All that matters is how much energy you have left and how much can you put on the route. I just get news that Joaquim Rodriguez is now rolled down the start ramp and everybody's on the route. Roberto Ron only loses a minute 31 at the first time check to Bradley Wiggins, but I don't think that really matters because you can't use Bradley Wiggins as a measurement, because Bradley Wiggins is Bradley Wiggins. He's too strong for most of these time trialists or most of these climbers, so I think Bradley Wiggins is not a good comparison. We have to compare them to each other. So Ron takes 20 seconds on Pierre Rolland, which is not enough. He actually needs to take a minute to move into 10th place. He's 1 minute and 7 seconds behind Pierre Rolland. So if he can find a minute and 7 seconds on Pierre Rolland today's stage, he moves into top 10. But they all have to be careful of Fabio Cancellara. Let's see if we can find him on the route. He's up here. He's 41 seconds. He's 41 seconds up here. He has to catch how much? Oh, it's impossible, guys. So, sorry to say, but he has to catch what seems to be 7-8 minutes or something like that. Yeah, Fabio Cancellara can probably get 11th on the stage or something like that, or 11th in the GC. Probably not top 10, it's not looking very likely, but nonetheless, he's putting in one hell of a time trial. He's currently 2nd at the second time check, right behind Bradley Wiggins. He's putting in a better time trial than Tony Martin is. Let's see if we can find Bradley Wiggins at the front. We want to see him finish. Here he goes, he's all over the line. What? He beat Tony Martin by 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Also, Michael Rogers managed to beat Tom Dumoulin and all these other bigger names. As I told you, it all comes down to how much energy you have left, and Bradley Wiggins is going to take a lot of time on some of these GC contenders. They're going to lose a lot of time when they cross the line. This makes me think, if Movistar would have gone for Bradley Wiggins all along, Bradley Wiggins could have done very good. Just look at how much time he takes on a guy like Tony Martin. You would expect Tony Martin to beast this stage, but no, Bradley Wiggins is taking it. Here comes Fabien Cancellara. He's catching Tommy Vauclair and Reblond at the same time. He's just that strong. Let's go back to some first time take checkpoints. We see TJ Van Garderen and Richie Porte 2 seconds apart, 2 seconds apart. So I think it's very unlikely that Van Garen's going to move into that 3rd place position, but I guess we'll see. Actually, Richie Porte could get up to 2nd place. How much time does he need to catch up? He needs to catch about 2 minutes or 1 minute and 20 seconds. A minute and 20 seconds is what Richie Porte needs to catch. It's very likely for Richie Porte to move into second place, and that would save AG2R's MLC Tour de France so far. But there's so much information that I have to process. It's gonna be way easier once everybody has crossed the line. Wilco Kelderman also putting in a really good time trial. Rudy Costa not so much. Yeah, so far I can't really handle how all of this is gonna like pan out, but it looks like Aru has already lost a minute and 20 seconds on Richie Porte, so Aru is gonna move down. How about Bardet? Oh, Bardet is taking 20 seconds so far on Aru, but he needs to find 3 minutes somehow, actually 4 minutes. Bardet needs to find almost 4 minutes. Can he do that? He needs to put in a really good time trial. In front of him, Van Garderen could actually catch up. Van Garderen so far has got Bardet beaten, so Bardet is moving down to 5th and Van Garderen's in 4th. Can he catch Porte? If he puts in a really good time trial and Porte somehow doesn't, like if Porte crashes, probably Van Garderen can do it, but so far the GC is looking something like, actually he could catch Aru. Actually, TJ Van Garderen could move into 3rd place and catch Aru. So I think the GC could be 1st place Rodriguez, 2nd place Porte, and 3rd place Van Garderen. That is what it's looking like so far. Let's see, Joaquim Rodriguez is taking his victory round. He's losing a lot of time to some of these other guys, but he's not really caring. He lost 2 minutes to Bradley Wiggins on the first time check, and he's losing 1 minute and 30 to Van Garderen, but he's not really caring. He's got 8 minutes down to 2nd place, and he's got 10 minutes down to the first real threat, which is Richie Porte, so he'll just take it easy. I don't think he'll lose 10 minutes on today's stage, and he can pretty much celebrate after the day is over. But at the second time check, Van Garen's at 58 seconds and Porte's at 1 minute and 2. So Van Garen's managed to find 20 seconds on Porte, but it's not enough. So far, Bardet is a really big loser, and I don't think he can manage to find so much time on Aru. He's finding 40 seconds on Aru, but it's not enough. So it's looking to be 1st place Rodriguez, 2nd place Porte, 3rd place Van Garderen, 4th place Aru, 5th place Bardet. And how is Peru doing? Peru is also another great time trialist. He's at 1 minute and 13. It's not very good for a man this caliber. He should be up there like 1 minute only. He's losing too much time. He's 1 minute 39 behind the 3rd time check. Not too good for him either. Mollema is also losing a lot of time. How is Roland doing? He's at 4:55. How is Cancellara doing? Let's see Cancellara. He's actually, oh my god, he's going so fast. He's 2nd at the final time check. At the finish line, Fabio Cancellara is 2nd. He smells the top 10. He wants to get that top 10. So he is 2 minutes and 11 behind. Let's see when all these other guys finish. He's getting a lot of time on these guys. But sadly, I don't think it's actually possible. I mean, Betancourt is going to lose some time, but it's not enough. I don't think so. I mean, Cancellara can realistically get 14th if Betancourt puts in a really horrible time trial, but I don't think it's enough. Let's see where he finishes. He needs to catch 6 minutes. No, he only catches 3 minutes. It's not enough, but it's still a lot. Here comes Leopold Koenig. There's still some discussion on BMC. Should they go for Koenig or should they go for Van Garderen? They were going for both, but it didn't really work out for them. But Van Garderen might still get a podium finish, which is really good. Here comes Oran. Lost a lot of time, but so has Roland. I'm very curious to see who's going to get this 10th place. Is it going to be Oran or is it going to be another guy? I think it's safe to say that Pierre Roland is at least moving out of the top 10. He's not going to be doing much after today's stage. He is gone. But here comes Oran. He's still got to fight to cross the finish line. He is fighting for that 10th spot, but I think picking him 3rd overall in the draft was a mistake. Let's see if Carolina, who's also going to finish, he's going to lose what seems to be 6 minutes after the stage is over. It's not very good. You can do as good as you do in the mountains, but then you lose it all on the long, flat time trial. But the big surprise is definitely Bradley Wiggins. Wilco killed a man in 2nd place. What? Say what? By the way, Tom Dumoulin, a big disappointment to me. I mean, the Dutch guy, Wilco Kelderman, the young guy, doing very good in 2nd place. I expected Tom Dumoulin to be up there. Let's see, here's Mollema and Perrault. Perrault finishing 3rd. Jean-Christophe Perrault putting in a real big effort to beat some of these other guys, but so is Van Garderen. He's fighting to get in there in 2nd place. He has caught Pinot, and I think it's Bardet's also caught, but he's going to fight for this one. He's going to go over the line now. How is this going to end up for Van Garderen? He's going to have a lot of time on some of the other contenders. This final stretch is uphill. He's got to fight for it though. Let's see what finish or what place he's gonna come in. 2nd place, 1:36 behind. A great time trial from him. TJ Pinot losing 2 minutes to Van Garderen and 4 minutes to Bradley Wiggins. Here comes Richie Porte. We're most likely going to see Richie Porte 2nd place, Van Garderen in 3rd place. Looking like Richie Porte pulled out a really good time trial after all this has happened so far. He's going to cross the line now, and the biggest loser of the day is Romain Bardet. Romain Bardet is going to lose a lot of time, and so is Aru. Aru is actually losing a lot of time. Oh my god. Joaquim Rodriguez has lost 5 minutes already. If he didn't get that huge lead on the Playa D, he would not be standing here right now. Bardet is going to finish in a horrible time, so is Aru. Those two guys have not done their best time trial, and they're going to finish outside of the podium. But we actually got to have to keep an eye on Rodriguez. He could not... Nah, it's not possible. He's going to finish in time. He's going to finish. I mean, if he finishes like 10 minutes behind, sure, he could lose it, but... I thought he would have won by more, but I think he's just cruising over the time over the line. He's just gonna say, guys, I beasted that play at this stage. We all thought Valverde was gonna beat me, but he didn't. Aru losing 5 minutes here, 5:48. He loses time to Bardet as well. It's gonna be interesting to see how the GC is gonna pan out in a second, because 400 meters to go, and Joaquim Rodriguez is gonna lose like 7 minutes after this stage, but it does not matter. He lost 6 minutes and 3 seconds. Let's go to the podium. So it's Wiggins taking a stage win for Movistar, salvaging some of the pain that Movistar got after Hannibal left the race. And that leaves me the question, would Wiggins still have won his time trial if Valverde was in the race? Because he would be forcing to pace and go on the attack and stuff like that to work for Valverde, but yeah, he didn't have to do that now, and he takes this. So this is the GC afterwards. Bardet moves to 6th place, he loses to Peru. Oh, what a shame. But Rodriguez 1st place, Port 2nd, Vanguard 3rd, Aru 4th, Peru 5th. Steals the best Frenchman classification away from Bardet. Pinot 7th, Malma 8th, Kelderman 9th, sneaks his way into top 10, and Rui Costa in 10th. And Degenkolb still got the green jersey, Rodriguez in 2nd place, Christoph in 3rd place, and Swift in 4th. And the rest don't really matter. Greipel, what a huge disappointment. He just didn't have the team to support him. Oval Mountains jersey, still on Rodriguez's shoulder. Good job to him. Overall team classification goes to, or the young guys classification, my bad, goes to Aru. Bardet is in 2nd place, Pinot is in 3rd place. But what a horrible time trial from Bardet. He gets caught by Pirot, and he needs to do something on tomorrow's stage. I honestly think we could see for the first time in a very long time a breakaway win on the Champs-Élysées. In all honesty, we could see that happening. BMC just put the nail in the coffin. They're the team that are going to take the overall team classification at the MLC Tour de France. Good job, baseball lover. Let's take a look at the top 10. Who finished just outside the top 10? Leopold Koenig in 11th place. You got Iran in 12th place. You got Pure Elan moving way down in 13th place. You got Betancourt 14th. And Fabi Cancellara keeps his 15th placement. Gotta say, you've done really good so far. Thank you guys for watching. Did your mark top 10 thingy work out from stage 19 or stage 18? Were you correct? Well, if you were so, tell me below. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.